It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Not too many injuries to deal with for this team. Only one player listed as inactive for him.
Down a star player. As long as that continues to be the case, they'll have to find a way to compensate.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Durant is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Harper. And for Vancouver, Kyle Korver is out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Frazier. And it's Mirazon into the 5 spot. Coach, this early on in the season, what was the emphasis for you and your staff when you were coaching?
Well, look, Kevin, we really wanted to learn our strengths and find the best way to play to them. Of course, discovering your strengths is much easier for teams with a superstar, but either way, it's about discovering the kind of basketball your team needs to play.
Lopez with the bucket.
And even though it wasn't a great screen, he found a way to create some space.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Durant. Mirazon the rebound. And here's Korver. Latrey. Gasol pulls it in. To the inside. And then Durant with the dunk.
And look at that young man go. Durant attacks the rim there with length and speed.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Great open look there.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to talk with Vancouver's head coach for a minute. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And Vancouver with the possession here, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Here's Frazier, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Durant. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Well, he's got the hot hand, and he's scoring with confidence right now.
Vancouver has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Frazier. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
The baseline J, and the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Frazier, lets it go from deep. And Lopez throws it down.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Durant, wide open, he fires. Drains it from beyond the arc. Durant's got 7 points in the game. To the paint, it's stolen by Wembanyama. High post try. KD can't get it to go. The Ravens have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Outside for Korver. And again, it's Vancouver missing. The Spurs with the lead. Outside, KD. This all setting the pick for Harper. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
So the Ravens call timeout, their first.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Bradley's check in for Vancouver. Avdia comes in for Brook Lopez. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams.
Well, last year they were an excellent passing team. They want that to continue into this year.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to one zone. It's stolen by Korver. To the middle. Looking for Avdia. And gets it there.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to one zone. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Now Frazier shoots the 3, hits the three-point bomb. Frazier's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Wembanyama with it. Frazier covering. Unseld can't get it to go. Here's Korver. It's good. This game is all even.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
San Antonio's got a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Here's Castle. Still without a basket. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Frazier. Vancouver has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by West.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Avdia. Here's Bradley, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Here's Castle. That one's off, still out of sync. Korver passes to Frazier. Jacks up a 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Ravens lead by 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And there it is for them.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Frazier outside. Bradley is screen on Castle. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Frazier, no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's Vancouver as they end the... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Ravens.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
They've got Gallinari, also Brook Lopez out there, and it's Mirazon into the foul. And for San Antonio, Marc Gasol is out there with Durant. Then there's Barry. Then there's Harper. Here's Barry. Back to Harper. Gasol, a screen on Lopez to the right side. Shot's good from Barry. And now a three-point Spurs lead.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
San Antonio's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Harper the pass to Barry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Off the run, they get it back. The shot comes out. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Knights. Pass to Harper. Back to KD. Gasol setting the pick for KD. Harper, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now here's Lopez. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And I love it when Lopez attacks inside. Even with contact, he can find a way to score.
KD with the bucket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now a timeout called by the Ravens. Making a switch here. George is checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Marbury passes to George. Here's Marbury. Still scoreless. And he banks in the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
San Antonio leading by 4. Harper the pass to Barry. Three-pointer. Gallinari with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for Vancouver. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season. And quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Barry. Takes the 3. Gallinari with the rebound. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Down low, here's Mirazon. That's the 3 fly, and Gallinari with the 3. Gallinari's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Spurs trail by 4. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Back to Harper. Good on the triple. Harper's got 6.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
And here's Korver from the arc. It's rebounded by Unseld.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Ravens have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Outside for George. There's a screen. Here's Frazier. Off target from outside. San Antonio's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Wembanyama passes to West. Harper against Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Unseld can't get it to go. Vancouver has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter. They're hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Harper against Frazier. Gallinari inside the 3-point line. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I love how confident Gallinari is. Knows he's out there to take these exact kinds of shots.
West passes to Wembanyama. 1:44 left here in the second. Fires from deep. Vancouver pulls it in.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
West outside. Pass to Harper. A 3. Murasson the rebound. Murasson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
For Vancouver, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. A different look now for San Antonio. Weatherspoon's checked in, and Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Spurs trail by 9. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Wembanyama passes to West. The Spurs working the ball around now to end the run. Wembanyama, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Korver dishes to Frazier. Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Unseld. Back to Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. No good. And it's Vancouver holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Greetings.
When I look at San Antonio, even if they're not the team we thought they'd be, they haven't completely come off the rails. Still plenty of time left. With all this talent, I can see them turning it around real fast. How fast? That fast.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the San Antonio Spurs. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops App.
With with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Brook Lopez. He's out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Mirazon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for San Antonio, they've got Harper. Marc Gasol is out there with Durant. Then it's Victor Wembanyama.
And teams are going to be physical with Durant, but he looks like he's up for the challenge.
Lopez, a screen on Harper. Frazier, the pass to Lopez. Back to Frazier. Lopez, a screen from past the arc. A second chance effort. Mirazon misses.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Durant for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Harper's got 6 assists now in the game. Lopez, a screen on Harper. From outside the arc. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Pass to Wembanyama.
Number 12. First personal foul. First team foul.
To the right wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And so he hits both. Vancouver leading by 4. Now a timeout called by the Ravens.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. That's to Frazier. On the arc. Mirazon passes to Lopez. And it's Harper with the rebound.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's KD. KD, so efficient in there.
And great ability to also play inside due to the size of Durant.
Lopez, a screen on Harper. And the dunk by Lopez.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Left side, Durant. Outside for Wembanyama. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Wembanyama has got 6 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Frazier, the pass to Lopez. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Frazier. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight. Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
And here's Korver. Here's Mirazon. Frazier outside. Diving in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And it's Frazier with the ball for Vancouver. Lopez outside. Inside, here's Mirazon. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
San Antonio calls timeout. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
Nice work from the mid-range. This team encourages Wembanyama to look for his shot.
Pass to Frazier. A three ball. A shot's good on the assist by George. Frazier's got 13.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there'll be more in store.
Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first two quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
That's a 2 from Korver, and there's Vancouver with another bucket. Spurs trail by 7. Right wing. Back to Castle. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound, Unseld. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. He has 6.
Yeah, he's just relentless on the glass. Unseld turning the miss into points because of his activity down low. That's what you love to see from your big guy.
It's stolen by Frazier. From downtown, Bradley passes to Marbury. Vancouver working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Pass to Bradley. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs trail by 5. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. It's stolen by Frazier. To the inside. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Frazier. And the Ravens lead by 7.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
To the wing right side. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Vancouver pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Marbury. Defended by Wembanyama. Pocket 6. To the middle. Here's Bradley. Sinks that one from the post. And it's a 9-point Vancouver lead.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And it's Vancouver ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Frazier. Avdia is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's Brook Lopez. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Vancouver.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
He's off on the first.
And for a 7-footer, Brook Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
And the second free throw, good. Spurs trail by 10. Outside, KD. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Harper the pass to Durant. Gasol setting the pick for KD. And here's Harper from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Harper the pass to West from deep. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Pass to KD. Vancouver pulls it in. Lopez has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. For 3. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond the second 3 of the half right there.
Now, here's Harper. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Spins. Converts after the nice spin.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Frazier against Harper. Over to the wing. Murazan. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist. Murazan's got the lead up to 14 now for Vancouver. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and they call an illegal screen here.
He turns it over there, but that's his first of the contest. He's done a good job of minimizing mistakes on the night.
Here's Vancouver with the ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Ravens lead by 17.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
It's Durant on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Frazier with it. Vancouver working the ball around now. Shoots, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
San Antonio with the ball, trailing by 19. Pass to KD. Elbow shot is on the way, and he gets the jumper to drop. KD's got 27.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phone
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in. Welcome, Sport. Sports fans, thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. A look at the starting group here for Denver. They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Korver in at the small forward position. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. 6 on the shot clock. The shot. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, BA, they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following that last three-pointer by Denver. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, BA, guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Buries it from 3. SGA's got 5 points.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Korver passes to Jokic. To the paint. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
To the inside. Hibbert. And that one is hammered home.
At home and get some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Here's Gervin. Pass to Jokic. Here's the 3. Counted from distance.
Zero hesitation from Jokic. Just so confident in his skills.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. There's the triple. He buries it from 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Gervin, and there's a pick. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Pass to Hibbert. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
Now a timeout called by Denver. year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. The fourth spot held by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now here's Jokic. Pass to Korver. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Korver's got his second basket of the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Inside. The Thunder with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Now here's SGA. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Well, talking about Jalen Williams, what excites you most about this kid, Doris?
Okay, I don't know where to begin, PA, because you are talking about a legitimate two-way force and a guy who has the potential to be a perennial all-star. He takes on a huge defensive assignment. He can sustain an offense when your star is off the floor. Like, look out, this guy's game is big time.
Here's Korver. Give him 8. From the arc. No good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Thunder for a minute. I asked him the obvious. Is there anything you can do to slow down Jokic? He was surprisingly candid with his plan, and he said they want to force him to switch out onto the perimeter shooters, hoping that he expends a lot of energy and create favorable mismatches. Back to you, BA.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And it's Jokic with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 3-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Nikola Jokic.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
The first free throw is good. For the Thunder, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Smith. Ivy comes in for Williams. And Dragic has subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Stojakovic. Pass to Adams. Denver moving it around. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
A 6'11", broad-shouldered, tough for the defense to get that shot in the knees without fouling.
Denver shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Listen, we all know a healthy, motivated Nene is an elite player at both ends.
And so he hits both. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Down low. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Green. And here's Adams. Fox outside. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Duren with a rebound. The Thunder have gone 8 of 10 shooting. Dragic against Fox. Oh, there's the alley. Lets it go from deep. Duren with a rebound. 2 for 1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. On the break. And that one's good. Green.
And that's just outstanding work in transition. Green, knowing where he needs to get to in these spots.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Duren, no good. The Nuggets have got 7 of 15 to find the net. Fox for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Thunder out in front, leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the court right now for the Nuggets, we've got Green. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Stojakovic in at the 4-man position. Go-ahead bucket, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
To the middle. And Lucas gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 4.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Here's Stojakovic. And Olowokandi pulls it down. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. On the wing, Ivy. Outside, SGA. Pass to Olowokandi. Ivy outside. Here's Williams. Hits the trifecta. Williams has got himself on the board with a 3 there.
What confidence by Jalen Williams. Just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
Here's Stojakovic, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. checked in for Oklahoma City. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Greg?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Nuggets trail by 6. Fox, the pass to Jokic. Here's Gervin. No points so far. Back to Jokic. Oh, he's a monster. Jokic just flexing out here.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked by Smith. Back to Ivy. Fires from deep. Stojakovic grabs the board. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball." Back to you.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Stojakovic. Gets the 3 ball to go. Stojakovic has got 6.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
Williams looking around. Smith outside. Pass to Olowokandi. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Ivy. And again, it's Oklahoma City. Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
Now Ivy. Outside, Williams. Releases. That one a little long.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Fox, the pass to Jokic. Back to Fox. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, BA, this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Korver passes to Jokic. Fox with the ball. No points yet. Pass to Korver for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. And this game is tied up now.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Between 3s and 2s for the Thunder.
They're killing it from the arc right now, but limiting their attempts. If they let themselves shoot a little more liberally from the 3-point line, they'd probably be well rewarded.
Jokic against Dragic. Pass to Hibbert. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They've got to get up a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Denver has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's Korver, covered by Smith. Here's Nene. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Thunder have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. They still need this. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 11.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Nene. Minute 32 left in the first half of this one.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
1:21 left in the first half. Over to the wing. Smith passes to Dragic. Three-pointer off the mark. Denver has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Out to the wing. Pass to Gervin. Here's Korver, covered by Smith. And it's Jokic missing. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Hibbert, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1.
Roy Hibbert taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. 4-3. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Thunder with a lead. Pass to Dragic. From downtown. No. He's now 4 for 8 shooting. Gervin. Pass to Adams. And here's Green from the arc. No luck on that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Mark Dagnall. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good. I mean, we got to stack some stops first. We got to get them out of rhythm, but I thought our offense was pretty good. We moved the ball, we played the way we want to play.
You have to set the tone next. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. Center measuring up the shot. So sorry. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Welcome to our halftime show. Some excellent basketball so far with Denver in a close game.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1 3.
I love playing these types of defenses. I'm ready to lace them up right now and knock some threes down myself, Ernie.
And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. Okay, guys, Houston Moon wants to know, Jet, would you ever consider coming back into the NBA to coach? It's an interesting one.
Oh, it's not interesting at all. I haven't given that much thought.
Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Smith out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Hibbert in at the 5. That's the group from Mark Dagnall starting the second half.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Gervin pass to Korver. To the right side. Here's Jokic. Jokic using his strength inside.
Down in the paint, Jokic knows how to take charge, getting past the D and to a look.
Down low. And we're going to have a jump ball. Smith passes to Williams. Launches a 3. And get it again. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. SGA good.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Pass to Korver. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
SGA against Jokic. Gilgeous-Alexander. Hibbert passes to Smith. Outside, Williams. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 ball. And it's Denver with a rebound. Pass to Gervin. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Back to Jokic. A rebound by Hibbert. Hibbert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now SGA covered by Jokic. And Denver pushing it up now. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Stojakovic. He has 6, and he gets that one.
You love the start to the second half. 3 for 4. Can they keep it going?
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They lead by 1. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. SGA using that size.
Very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Well, Doris, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient grades, Kevin Durant comes to mind. But SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area.
Oh, throw it down! Can you say elevation?
Boy, that SGA dunk was right out of the highlight reel. Woo!
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Stojakovic. Williams defending. Pass to Gervin. Clock at 6. There's the drive. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. And now an 8-point Oklahoma City lead.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
And the Nuggets call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And here's Fox. Yet to see a basket. Five to shoot. Pass to Stojakovic. Green for three. And again, it's Denver missing.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
To the wing, right side. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Now here's SaSvsRav. Defense right on him. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence. Nuggets trail by 10. Pass to Stojakovic. Adams with a screen on Ivy. And again, it's Denver missing. Oklahoma City has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 17.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Now a timeout called by Denver. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dragic comes in for SaSvsRav. To the left wing. Here's Korver. He's got 13. There's a screen. Fox, the pass to Korver. 6 to shoot. Back to Fox. Inside. Adams.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Back to Dragic. Three-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And they can't get it to go.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Dragic. To the paint. Here's Oliver Candy. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
A clever move by Dragic, utilizing the pick and roll to free up another guy. Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Oklahoma City?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc, and the results have been outstanding.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
No good on that one.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
Nikola Jokic is checked in for the Nuggets. He hits the second from the line. Thunder leading by 15. Pass to Duran. To the inside. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
Denver shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Jokic. Smith, he's checked in for Ivy. And Jokic drops them both.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Oklahoma City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for Oklahoma City.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And I like that Dragic can either run your offense or be your offense. By that I mean he can find shots for himself as easily as he does for others.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Fox. Still no points. Pass to Adams. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Green finds Fox. And again, it's Denver missing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Takes the 3, gets the 3 to fall. 25 points in the game.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Defense is setting the tone. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Denver, looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Nikola Jokic. And it's Gervin in at the 2 spot. Here's Korver. No good with the triple. Oklahoma City leading by 22. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the screen. Inside. Here's Gervin. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Fires for 3. And again, Denver no good. And for the Thunder, they're shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Korver. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Williams. To the paint. Here's Hibbert. Oh, and that was no question. Powered it down.
Yeah, Dragic gives you a nice combination of passing and scoring.
Here's Gervin. And again, it's Denver missing.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Picked by Smith. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's deflected. Here's Gervin. Pass to Jokic. Denver moving it around. Here's Gervin. The three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
Now here's Dragic. Not a lot of room. Williams on the wing. Jacks up a three. The shot comes out. The Nuggets have gotten nothing to go so far in the fourth. They're 0 for 6. Here's Gervin. Pass to Korver to get back on track. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now here's Jokic. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Hibbert. Hibbert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
He made a three back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
This one for three. Korver, that one's good.
Because of the clear height advantage, he gets the shot he's looking for.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. The open shot by SGA, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21 points in the game. Pass to Jokic. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Hibbert passes to Dragic, and here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Dragic up top. Shot is up. Rebounded by Denver. Oden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jokic passes to Gervin. Back to Jokic. Here's Korver. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. 19 points in the game.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his 2nd triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Hibbert. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, he was anticipating a little bit more defensive pressure, and that's one you think he's going to make.
Now Jokic. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. 1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. 6 to shoot, back to Green. The three-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Pass to Lucas. 32 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. The 3, Dragic knocks down the triple.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Adams with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Fox. Outside, Green. Pass to Stojakovic. Fox left side. And again, it's Denver missing. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their massive...
center position. Less than a handful of games completed, Richard. We're starting to see teams emerge.
You usually need about 10 games or so to figure out who's going to compete in their divisions. Numbers tend to regulate themselves over a couple of months.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Baca is out there with Havlicek. Then it's Iverson. And it's Brucey in at the 1. 6 to shoot. Jumps up. Tips it up. Brown outside. Baseline jumper. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Ibaka outside. Here's Boosie. Ibaka with a screen on Morant. Tries it from 19. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Richmond against Iverson. Down low, Mourning. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Iverson outside.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Right wing, the 17-footer. It's good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now here's Morant. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 6. Here's Richmond. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven run-for-4 shooting.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Iverson. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Boosie. Guarded by Morant. Again, Sacramento.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Doubled by Iverson. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Here's Richmond. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And he is extremely offensive-minded here tonight. Richmond with the skill set to score on all 3 levels.
3-pointer. And it's Mourning with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year. Sacramento with the rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And that one's good from Havlicek.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Morant. Hasn't made one yet. And Morant throws it down.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Left side of Ibaka. to the paint. Here's Brown. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant surveying the D. Here's Richmond. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Richmond's got his second bucket of the night.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
And so now, a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Boosie. No scoring in this one. Shoots over Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Brown outside. Dick passes to Shea. 6 to shoot. Here's Morant. And Wright pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 4. Johnson outside. Pass to Embry. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Grizzlies have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Morant, the bounce pass. And yes, it's good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Sharman. Right with a screen on Dick. Here's Sharman down low and stolen by Gasol. Dick passes to Morant. 1:10 left in the first. Pass to Shea. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Get down.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Kings. From deep, Johnson. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant outside. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dick can't get it to go. Kings have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Embry. Johnson against Brown. In the corner, right with it. Here's Boosie. Still yet to score. Johnson can't get it to go. Launches it from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So with Gasol on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. We've got Richmond. He's out there with Morant, and it's Shays in at the 4. Deflects the pass, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
That one is off. Warnings checked in for Memphis. He hits the second from the line. And it's the Kings with the ball, leading by 5. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better team, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
Now, Dick. John Havlicek missing from long range. Here's Richmond. Wide open shot is on the money. Richmond's got 6.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Out that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Richmond.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Pass to Sharman. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Havlicek outside. And here's Iverson outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Iverson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Dick against Havlicek. They set the screen. Here's Richmond, again Memphis.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Iverson dishes to Havlicek. They swipe it. Havlicek against Dick. He lobs it up. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Morant. Here's Richmond. The rebound by Ibaka. Iverson up top, guarded by Morant. Kings leading now by 4. Iverson kicks to Havlicek. Off target from 3-point range.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Warning, a screen on Iverson. Morant, the bounce pass. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. On the wing, Iverson. Guarded by Morant. Got a piece of it. Pass to Havlicek. Shoots over Dick. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Now here's Morant. And finished by Morant.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
That's good from Morant.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
There's a good screen. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And where the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Memphis.
And the one shot they stayed away from tonight has been that long three. They've been a little more consistent with their shot selection, not launching as many deep threes.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Gasol setting the pick for Morant. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Sacramento leading by 3. Here's Embry. Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And Greg, we know, is a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. Pass to Embry. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got his 4th assist in this one. Brown against Johnson. Gasol, a screen on Johnson. And Gasol slams it in.
And it's really smart to get Gasol moving in these pick and roll plays. He's not only an amazing passer, but a terrific scorer as well.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Here they come, fans. Your Grizzlies Thunder, make some noise.
Stats for Gasol. Some last season stats for him. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 2 assists and 2 rebounds.
And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Here's Shades. He has yet to score. Richmond against Iverson. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Embry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Iverson outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Sacramento leading by 8. Wright with a screen on Morant. Boosie the pass to Wright. To the inside. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got 5 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Here's Morant. No good from Gasol. Kings have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. It's deflected. Morant with the steal. Embry passes to Iverson. Wright with a screen on Richmond. And here's Iverson outside. The shot misses. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans at one shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Taking a look at Sacramento, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Kings.
It's all been gravy, baby. You know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's orange.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Mitch Richmond really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Sacramento leading by 10. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Brad Nelson. We've got Ibaka. He's out there with Havlicek. And it's Boosie in at the 1. Now Richmond. John Havlicek missing from long range. Richmond dishes to Brown. Memphis moving it around. Clock at 6. Richmond with the bucket. Richmond's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Memphis.
On a roll here tonight. Richmond with a lot of offensive tools, and he is happy to show them off.
And that one's good from Havlicek.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Pass to Richmond over Iverson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Richmond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Now, here is Ibaka. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Jaylen Brown. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Serge Ibaka, shooting 1.
And not the big you want at the line. Ibaka can really hurt you from there.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Brown with the bounce pass. Pass to Mourning. Over Ibaka. Ibaka with some nice D.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Back to Havlicek. Ibaka. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
Oh, on the glass, Ibaka can be so effective. Nice job saving the play that time.
Richmond left side. Over Iverson. Richmond no good. Brown against Havlicek. Poked away. Pass to Boosie. The three from Iverson. And it's Morant with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Iverson. Another shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Pass to Morant. Now, here is Mourning. Covered by Havlicek. To the middle. Here's Richmond. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Kevin?
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Back to Richmond. Over Iverson. Out that one. And the Kings lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Richmond.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Havlicek from deep three-point territory. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Here comes your Grizzlies.
Both teams making substitutions here. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Down by 12. Pass to Dick. Here's Embry. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Kings?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Gasol's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant outside. Wants to get it to Dick and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Johnson. Nothing on the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Dick. And the shot falls short this time. Kings leading now by 13. Here's Embry. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Brown feeling out a bit. Gasol setting the pick for Brown. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Sacramento making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. It's intercepted. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. That one falls. Shays has got his first 2 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Johnson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And that one falls for Johnson.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the stripe.
Morant outside. Back to Dick. There's the triple. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Embry. Now Johnson. 1:27 left to play here in the third. 5 on the clock. Here's Sharman. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Shays. Brown outside. Inside. And he jams it with authority.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Kings leading now by 11. Screen by Ibaka to the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Morant outside. Pass to Shea. And it's Dick at the elbow. The kick out to Brown. 4 on the clock. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Embry. Embry's got his 5th rebound in this one.
A good board there, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Down low, Morant, the bounce pass. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Kings on top, leading by 14. We've got more in store for you right after this. As we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Gasol on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Richmond is out there with John Morant. Then it's Grady Dick. Then there's Mourning. Havlicek, the pass to Sharman. The shot. And it's good off the back rim and in. And the Kings lead by 16.
Oh, nice stroke on Iverson's jumper. He looks so confident taking that shot.
Pass to Richmond. A leaner. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Shooting for Sacramento, Wayne Embry. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Good on the second free throw. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now Morant has the Mourning to the paint. Dick passes to Mourning. Shot clock at 5. Here's Richmond from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Richmond's got 20 points.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Back to Iverson for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And it's Dick at the elbow. Here's Richmond. And oh, the block shot crabs it out of the air. Back to Iverson. This one for 3. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And it's encouraging seeing Iverson just bury the 3 ball. When he's got that shot going, he is basically unguardable.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Grizzlies making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Sacramento on defense. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded. Morning's shot is good.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Now here's Iverson. Pass to Embry. Richmond outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Richmond's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Embry. Here's Sharman. From deep, Iverson. The shot, no good. Morant outside. Pass to Brown. Morant outside. And here is Mourning. Banked in off the glass. Mourning's got 4 points this quarter.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Now, here is Havlicek. Again, the miss by the King. Morant outside. Pass to Mourning. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Back to Morant. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. It's rebounded by Embry. Embry's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Iverson outside. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Pass to Sharman. And Mourning sends it back. And here's Morant. Brown inside. Covered by Havlicek. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
So hard to guard him without fouling sometimes. Brown doesn't mind getting a little contact on his way up.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
And he can't hit the second. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so now, a timeout called by Brad Nelson. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Embry. Havlicek outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's blocked. Brown fires. No good from 3. Sacramento leading by 9. Here's Boosie. It's good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Takes the shot. Oh, the nice little jump hook.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And that one is good. They led by as many as 18 points. Iverson, statement dunk by Iverson.
And Iverson, the master of the and-one, just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
It's a 13-point game. Brown outside. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Boosie. 1:16 left in the game. Iverson, he drills the 3.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Kings.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Iverson.
Incredible game for him. He had endless energy. No doubt, best player on the floor tonight.
Morning, a screen on Iverson. Now here's Richmond. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 6. 9 feet out, and it's good. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
Yeah, you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Here's Boosie. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Allen Iverson.
me be the first to wish everyone out there a happy Veterans Day. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Utah. And it's Mayo in a 2-guard. And for New Orleans, they've got Hayes, and it's Sampson in at the 5 spot. At this early stage of the season, what do you think are the most important things for teams to focus on next?
Well, I think familiarity with new teammates. So you're trying to find that rhythm and flow on both ends of the floor. There's no substitute for real in-game reps, which they're getting now. And ideally, if you can win some games early, it builds confidence.
Now here's Miller. Out to the right wing. Let's go with a 3. Hayes, the pass to Sampson. It's stolen. Pass to Donaldson. Here's Mayo. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target. Now Miller. Here's Marion. Hayes inside. And finished off by Hayes.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Outside White. Puts up a 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked him what his strategy was for slowing down Tyrese Halliburton, and he said to guard him tightly. Even when he's dribbling the ball up the floor, I want us to be aggressive. I don't want him to have any breathing room. Let's see how much pressure they bring tonight against him, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
They set the pick. Here's Miller. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
I mean, once he crosses the timeline, you need to pick him up. He can drop it in from way back.
A deep 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
The Jazz again can't hit. New Orleans is gone 1 of 4 from deep. Hayes with a screen on White. Miller outside. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. And White has got the ball here for Utah. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure. Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Right wing. Here's Mayo. Misses the 3. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Miller. Here's Marion. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Back to Hayes. Now here's Miller. He's covered closely. Basket's good. Miller's got 5.
He will take that matchup every single time. He is not going to miss many of those.
Puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now. Miller outside. There's a screen. Fires in the triple. Miller's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans. Pelicans going with a whole new group out there, and a new group getting ready for Utah. New Orleans on D. Pass to Abdul Rauf. They set a pick. And here's White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Abdul Rauf. The 3. And Camby pulls it down.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Here's Abdul Rauf. In his last outing, 8 points for him.
Marcus Camby. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Abdul Rauf. It's stolen by Irving.
Yeah, he didn't read the defense very well there. He telegraphed that pass.
Down low. And the basket by McGinnis.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here's White. 11 points for him last game against Miami. Shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
They get it back. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Ellison. There's the 3. And White hits from deep. White's got 6 points.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Here's Dantley. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside White. Pass to Bargnani. Here's Abdul Rauf. Another 3 for Utah.
No shot there. He was left wide open and now adds 3 points from distance.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Dantley. Just 5 on the clock. The layup off target. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's New Orleans leading by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
They've got Miller, and it's Hayes in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Pass to Mayo. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Olajuwon. From deep. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Abdul-Rauf, the pass to Olajuwon. With his first shot attempt, and that's off the glass and in.
Now, the turnaround jumper can be a tough shot. You have to have a good feel for it.
To the inside, it's tipped and stolen by Brown. In transition, here come the Jazz. Shot's good by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Back to Miller. Pass to Marion. Six on the shot clock. From behind the arc. And Miller good for 3. Miller's got 13.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
And here we have the 2K leaderboard with last year's best 3-point shooters. Here's Abdul-Rauf. And another miss by Utah. The Pelicans lead by 5. Pass to Miller. Here's Hayes. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair.
And that's a solid play. Make him earn his points at the free throw line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shoot 2.
He's off on the first. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a 1-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
And he sinks the second. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Donaldson. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Now here's Hayes. Marion passes to Miller. A step-back shot. And he hits the jumper for 2. He's got 15.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Knocks down the long J.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
New Orleans leading by 5. They set the screen. Pass to Sampson. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Into the lane. Here's Mayo. Takes a 3. This is another. He's 0 for 4. Miller outside. Hauled in by Brown.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
A nice shot by Abdul-Rauf. Abdul-Rauf's got his second basket on the night.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
So both teams changing it up here. Jazz trail by 5. Outside White. Utah with another miss.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Pass to Miller. The 3 is up. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Jazz have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Bargnani. Outside White. And the basket by Bargnani. Bargnani's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Here's Miller. Hits a three-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Well, he had a solid first quarter, but he is rolling now.
Now White. He has 6. From outside the arc. And Camby pulls it down. Camby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to McGinnis. Now Miller lets the 3 fly, and the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Now here's White. Launches it from deep, and Camby pulls it down. Camby's got 5 rebounds tonight. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I take it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Brian, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Allie.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yep, that one goes.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
The kick out to White. Pass to Bargnani to end the run. He drops it from range. Bargnani's got 5 now.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Miller, the pass to Danley. Here's McGinnis. Miller, left side. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they've pulled out in front.
Over to the left wing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Donaldson. From deep. It's intercepted. With 2 seconds left. That shot off. And that'll do it for the first half of play. The Pelicans on top, up by 15. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
Continuity offensively, and then being able to...
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Jazz, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Pelicans.
I obviously love watching them. Everyone enjoys good offense, right?
Yeah, played the right way. I can't think of a more beautiful game in all of sports. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Down by 15. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. And it's Mayo in at the 2. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Sampson's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he makes it. Miller's got 28 points for the game.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Now here's White. Launches it. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Miller. Back to Hayes. Soft touch off the glass. Hayes has got 5 now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Now here's White. He has 6. Pass to Donaldson. Here's Mayo. On target from range. Mayo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
To the paint. Here's Hayes. Sampson passes to Hayes. It's blocked. Pass to Olajuwon. And here's White. There's the triple. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Miller's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A great job to establish position and square up.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. Second, New Orleans.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
And New Orleans making a change here. Irving's checked in. Jazz trail by 16. Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Mayo. Here's Olajuwon. Here's Ellison. Deflected.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
White drives in. Pass to Mayo. The teardrop from outside the arc. The Pelicans pull it in. Earlier in the game, they led by 19.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing. What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Now here's White. He has 6. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Sharp, he's checked in for New Orleans. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And another miss by Utah.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Irving, no good. Jazz trail by 19. Mayo, the pass to Abdul Rauf. Now here's White. Pass to Mayo. Shot clock at 5. And there's the screen. From deep. Drains the triple. Mayo's got 6 points.
After doing nothing from beyond the arc in the first half, he has turned things around.
Hayes with a screen. Irving looking around. Misses the jumper.
Well, that was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
White. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Utah making a switch here. Here's the pick. Irving, the pass to Kemby. Good on the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Abdul Rauf. He's got 5. Takes the 3. McGinnis with a rebound. The Pelicans lead by 16. Here's Marion. No good from outside. To the right side. No good off the front rim. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Camby. From down in the low post, it goes. Camby's got 4 points now in the quarter. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it. Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Irving for 3. Bargnani pulls it in. Jazz trail by 18. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. They set the pick. The 3-ball. And Camby pulls it down. New Orleans is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Sharp. Oh, my goodness! Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And that one misses. And one thing's for sure, Tim. Shaedon Sharpe, one of the most electrifying athletes in the NBA.
Yeah, B.A., he is a highlight reel every single night with plenty of runway left in front of him. I am curious to see what he'll look like when he's a finished product.
Deflects the pass. Shot is good. Sampson.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
He was all alone on that one.
3 points.
White's got 11 points.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
29 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Danley. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
To the middle. Here's Olajuwon. Can't connect from short range. And so it's New Orleans up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Hayes, and it's Miller in at the shooting guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. drops in the three. Miller's got 34 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's White. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. Here's Miller following the three by Utah. Hayes with a screen from deep three-point land. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here's Olajuwon. Pass to Mayo. Here's Donaldson. Tipped. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Miller outside. Puts up a three. Good. Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
White looking it over. From the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got rebound number 8 now. Here's Marion. Fires the three. Got a hand on it. Pass to White. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all. He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Pass to Hayes. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Now here's White. That one's off. Still out of sync. Inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Utah has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. White, the pass to Olajuwon. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Sampson. Sampson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Miller outside. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. All sorts of time. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Here's Olajuwon. Donaldson passes to White. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Here's Hayes. Utah grabs the miss.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Now here's White. Pass to Mayo. Shoots over Miller. The Jazz again can't hit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Here's Sampson. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup.
I just love the ball movement.
And White has got the ball here for the Jazz. To snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Hayes has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Pass to Miller. Here's Marion. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No good on the three. Utah's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Outside White. Off target with the three.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
A minute 37 left in the fourth. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Miller's got 45 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Olajuwon. White for three. Knocks it down from distance.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pelicans.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Olajuwon. It's hauled in by Sampson. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Miller can't get it to go. Mayo, the pass to White. Utah moving the ball around. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Miller, left side. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Pass to Hayes. Lays it up and banks it in. That gives him a double-double.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And time now for our Player of the Game.